Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of DisasterMinds Podcast. I'm Micah.
I'm Joel.
Gary Woodburn.
And our guest over here, Noah.
Yeah.
Hey man, welcome to the podcast.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks for joining us today. Fun fact, going to get the elephant out of the room, Noah's from Canada.
I am from Canada.
Yeah, so if you hear him pronounce the word weird,
that's why.
not a speech impediment. Wonderful. Well, yeah, we're super excited to be back with an episode for you guys. I got a couple things that I've been looking at and saving to talk about with you guys, but we're going to say that for another episode. Right now, I want to talk about, I think, probably what's on everybody's mind, and that is the new Spider-Man movie that came out, No Way Home.
Yes, that was a fantastic
I think
movie.
everyone saw it here. Is that correct?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Nope.
Oh, you suck. Okay. Well, we're going to have Gary leave the room.
So anyways,
Nope, you can
okay,
talk about it.
so there's this part where Peter's swinging through the city, right? This is my favorite
You
scene.
ruined
And
the
Mary
whole thing.
Jane was standing over there, and Peter's best friend was helping him out. Oh, it was such a good Spider-Man movie. That was so good.
I'm going to go into great detail than that.
No, that was the whole movie.
That was the whole movie?
That was everything.
Nothing
that
else
happened.
happened.
Yeah.
No, that was
but Gary, you said it's already been spoiled for you.
Oh, yeah.
Then I want you to tell me what's been spoiled for you so I don't spoil something else for you.
All right, so I saw this thing, Green Goblin. Yeah, so Spider-Man is like, man, if only I could shoot you. And Green Goblin's like, you can't shoot me. And then Spider-Man goes, well, good thing I brought my other dimension Spider-Man who has a gun. And the Green Goblin goes, oh, well, I anticipated that. I brought Green Goblin from a dimension where everyone wears bulletproof vests.
Whoa.
And he goes, and you can't even pull the trigger. And Spider-Man goes, oh yeah, well I also brought this guy, Spider-Man, from a dimension where he has a gun and has no moral implications to shooting someone. And he goes, I have no moral implications to shooting you.
Whoa.
So it pretty much went on and on and on.
I think you watched the bootleg.
Shoot.
That wasn't it. That never happened.
Oh.
Yeah.
He read the Spark
Dang.
Notes of the movie.
Yeah.
Seems so real.
Okay. Well, to talk about what actually happened in the movie, I think, oh man, I don't know where to begin. Okay, so at one point when I was in the theater watching it, I literally jumped up and was like standing in my chair. That I got so excited.
Are you serious?
Oh my gosh! Yeah,
You were actually standing in your chair
I was
at the
standing
theater?
in the chair in the theater when I saw Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire come onto the scene. Was just amazing.
Wow.
I got overwhelmed. I'm not going to say I cried.
Right. You're not going to
But you
say
might
it.
have.
I probably
Do you
did.
need someone else to say it for you?
No.
You gotta be
no,
strong.
No one can say that. I don't know. One thing I keep telling people is they could have done that movie wrong. It could have gone sideways and backwards.
I mean, it was Sony, so it really could.
I know.
Horrible.
Absolutely, it could have been. I mean, I had my hopes so high, and for the first time in a long time in a movie, I'll say even in a Marvel movie, though I love them all, I wasn't disappointed in what happened. You know, I thought the way they introduced the characters, the way they showed their each individual growth and what they have struggled with in the past and how they're going to help Tom Holland's Peter Parker get through it all. I thought that was just fantastic. I love that Andrew Garfield got to redeem himself with saving MJ in this universe.
Right.
Couldn't do for Gwen
But
Stacy.
a disappointing part of that movie, I thought, was that like Andrew
The
Garfield's
ending when it was over and we couldn't keep watching it.
Yeah. Like Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man said, like, you know what, the thing about promises is that they're meant to be broken. You know, he said that
Okay.
to Gwen Stacy. But then this Spider-Man was like, you know, the thing about promises, I'm just never going to keep them. I'm just not going to keep it. Like, he didn't go back and even try.
Well, no, okay. Yeah, but let me tell you why. Think about it.
Okay.
All right. The setup for the movie was he was trying. They're all trying to get into MIT, right? He wanted them to be successful, to go to college, but because of his friends and the relation to him as Peter Parker's Spider-Man, they were getting rejected, right? And they kept coming into disarray. You know, in all the movies, you know, his friends kept being put in danger because of him, and,
Right.
and the threat kept growing. And so at the end of the movie, when he goes to talk to them and write the note about, oh, hi, I'm Peter Parker, blah, 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 you know, they're excited. They're cheerful because they are getting into MIT.
Mm-hmm.
And their life, as of now, is back on track, and he was able to take a step back and realize like their lives right now is better because I'm not in it. They don't know me, they don't have a relation with me. Their lives are in danger, so I'm going to do probably an even harder thing. Yes, he broke a promise, right? Yes, he broke the promise, but he's doing an even tougher thing by taking a step back and not thinking of himself to allow them to live their life unhindered.
When they got rejected from MIT, like officially, or like was that after or before Spider-Man saves the woman on the freeway?
They got rejected before that. He went
that's
to the
why
freeway.
he went to go see her.
So that's why he went to go see her, right? Okay, so like, here's the thing though, like, through people getting to know him better, like, they realized he's not that bad of a guy, and they were willing to give him another chance because like he saved her life. And then she was like, "Oh, you know what? I'm gonna talk to the dean or the admissions, and we're gonna get this worked out. I'm gonna talk about your friends as well." And like she was learning that he's not a bad guy. He was doing the right thing because she was actually there in the situation.
Yeah.
She saw firsthand who was trying to kill who and who was trying to save the other one. And I just think like he was able to do that on his own without the help of magic, without the help of removing himself from everyone's mind.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. But you have to think about it in the sense of like they wouldn't have been in that situation in the first place, right? If it wasn't for them knowing him. And yes, they chose to know him. Yes, they chose to stay friends with him. They chose to ride out with him. They didn't have to do that. So it goes both ways, obviously. But I think, in that moment, it was just showing his growth. Because think about it, throughout all the movies, his movies, he's a great hero, great guy, very nice, very thoughtful, but he's also very internal. Because in the first one, he's all about trying to become an Avenger. He's doing anything and everything he can to prove himself to Tony Stark to become an Avenger. And at the end of that movie, he realizes that, this isn't what my ultimate gain is. My gain is to be a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, right? To work with the little people. And then in the second one, he's an Avenger now. He helped save the universe, and he wants to then not take on the role of being a hero anymore. He's like, I did the hero thing. I want to focus on myself. I want this little vacation to Italy, wherever they went, to be all about me, trying to hang out with MJ and my friends and just not be a hero, but he's forced right back into being a hero. And then at the end of the movie, he learns, I have to be a hero. This is like, the world needs me. I need the world, whatever you want to put it out that way. And he takes on the responsibility of still being a hero, but now on a larger scale because that's what's called of him. And
right, but who is he to decide that MJ and Ned, they are better off without him? Like he doesn't get to make that. That's not his decision.
Well, I don't think it's just even the MIT thing Micah was talking about, but it's also like it's kind of that superhero trope where he distances himself from like loved ones so to keep them safe and stuff like that. Because Aunt May just died, MJ almost died in the final battle there, so I think that was part of it too. And I think I read somewhere too, I don't know if this is confirmed, but like Sony had a different ending for it where it wasn't like where maybe the spell like didn't happen and like they didn't forget who he was. And I mean, I don't know, this could just be a rumor, but like they talked about how even if they didn't do that, they're going to have Peter like break up with MJ and be super distant with Ned just for that same reason, just keeping them safe because he realized, oh, Aunt May died, they almost died in this fight, and just kind of like trying to keep them safe. But I don't know.
Right.
I like so many superhero movies do that, and it's always so annoying because they always end up going back on it, but it's a bit of a trope.
Well, I mean, that's the thing though, is like, he chose to be Spider-Man. Well, he chose to use his abilities to help people. He didn't choose to be bit by the spider, but like he chose to.
Or did he?
Ooh. He did not consent.
That's something I was thinking about.
Like he did let the spider bite him.
There's got to be a point where he goes.
Well, there's got to be one universe where he actively seeks out the spider.
Or made the spider.
And he can never be.
Or bites the spider. Yeah. I mean, there's infinite universes.
And then there's man spider.
The spider becomes a man.
The spider becomes super scrawny. He can only lift like half of its body weight. It can no longer use webs. Like, it's just a guy.
He gets like rejected by all the other arachnids because he talks and walks.
Right. And they're like,
have 4 legs.
Oh, you walk on your 2 legs. Great. You're so much better than the rest of us spiders.
Dude, the real winners in this, no matter what the plot is Sony and Disney, because they made a shit ton of money.
Oh my gosh.
Off of that.
This became Sony's highest grossing film ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe just one more Spider-Man movie. They said. Okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're like, and then we'll sign on for 3 more.
No, absolutely, yeah. Because there was so much talk before this movie came out. Like, oh, this is it. Spider-Man's done. This is Tom Holland's last movie. There's, we've seen enough of it. They're gonna lay him to rest. And then the movie came out, and like the next day, like, okay, by the way, we lied. Like Peter Parker, we can't keep a promise. And we're going to now sign Andrew Garfield back on. We're going to bring Tobey Maguire back in. You guys are going to get it. And it's going to be all Spider-Man all the time.
Right, but like, the point I was trying to make is like, MJ and Ned, like, though they don't have powers, they made the choice to go along every step of the way. They did not let him take no for an answer.
It's true.
That was their choice.
Yeah.
So he's basically saying, well, I don't trust your choice making. Like,
no, I don't think it's that. I don't think it would be that he doesn't trust their choice making so much as it's like, what movie is it? Oh, okay. It actually goes back to the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man with Gwen Stacy there, where he webbed her to the hood of the police car because he didn't want her to be there because it's too dangerous, right? And then she shows up and she goes, "This is my choice, Peter. I want to be here. You're not my dad. You can't control me." And he's like, "You can't be here. It's too dangerous." And yes, she ends up dying. Spoiler. But that I think it goes,
which is hilarious. Spider-Man's judgment was completely right there.
I know, right? For the first time, and I don't know. And so I think it almost shows that parallel where. Maybe even Peter took into account what the Andrew Garfield Peter Parker told him, where it's like I wasn't good enough. I wasn't able to save her, and maybe he's worried that yes I did today.
Oh my God!
But maybe in the future I can't. And so
he's selfish, is what it is.
Yes.
That's what it is. That's what it comes down to.
No,
overall I guess
that's really funny that he has another version of himself tell him, "I am not good enough," i.e. you are not. It's like so helpful for someone who literally cannot save everyone. Like he cannot.
But that's the thing. That's in his mind. He wants to. He has to. And again, that's why he wouldn't push the button on the box because he wants to save everybody. He's in the end. Yes, he's being selfish, but he also tries to be the most selfless.
So, are there any superheroes or just people with powers out there who like got bit by spiders randomly? Also, who like never decide, I'm gonna use this ability to go save a bunch of people. Like I'm just gonna live my life, but you know what? I can grab my soda across the table with some webs. Is there anyone like that?
God, I hope so.
I mean, is that what all those like mutants are in X-Men? Like all the ones who are just like high schoolers who like the guy who like shaves off his wings and whatnot.
That scene was tough, dude.
Well, I mean, like he's trying to hide it, but every now and again he probably goes for a little joyride or something. But he's not like actively trying to save anyone like up to that point.
That's fair.
Yeah, like Iceman. He's like he doesn't like go out and stop like a fire or something. He's just like, gosh, this beer is really warm.
He's a perfect bartender.
Like, I finally found the thing that helps me.
Ice cold. I don't know. That's a good question.
I'm just curious, like, cause like, do they always have to decide? I mean, like, probably. But like, what if someone with just some mediocre morals, gets some special abilities?
I will tell you.
I'm not talking about some evil person. I'm not talking about some good person. I'm just talking about some mediocre person.
One Russian man put it really well for all of us. 4 or 5 moments. That's all it takes.
Yeah.
From Deadpool.
There you go. I know what it was from, but I just don't think. I mean, maybe I guess. Like so, like he uses his webs or his super speed or whatever, like to just help someone who's tripping in the hallway one day, or something like.
Well, you're not a hero if you save someone from tripping.
Hey, that's a moment. That's a moment. Like,
but isn't he?
Man, but he can also. What if he can also? What if he can also see in the future, and you knew that person who tripped would have broke their hip, and then that would have been.
And that was also the same day he like played hooky at school, and he has like total guilt because he's at the arcade.
I think this can all be summed up by one quote from one of the original Spider-Mans, Tobey Maguire.
Okay.
And I think you guys know what it is. With great power comes great responsibility. That's so, like, if you were bit by, like, a half radioactive spider...
Half?
Yeah,
no, but I'm
then,
saying...
like, you would only have, like, half responsibility. Like.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. But what if you're a half guy, you're like a half-ass, worker at your job and you get bit by a very powerful radioactive spider, but you don't have an Uncle Ben to tell you that quote, so you're just like, I just got a lot of power. I'm sitting on this.
That'd be a great movie, though.
It'd
tell
be
Sony.
No, I don't need it to be a good movie. I'm just curious if out there are these people.
In real life or in the comic book universe?
But
Big distinction.
In real life.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all I needed to know.
Okay.
That's the end of that. Yeah.
That was a great question.
Yeah. Thanks for answering that, guys.
It's a real meeting of the minds.
Really just into the thick of it. Okay. So overall, hot take: Spider-Man, fantastic movie. 10 out of 10. Would see again. Yeah.
I give it. Yeah. I give it.
What about you, man?
Yeah,
Would
10
see it
out
for
of
the
10.
first time.
Yeah, sure. 15 out of 10.
Noah, what do you think?
I thought it was great. Yeah, I loved it.
I've been trying to get back to see it for a second.
Where does it rank on your list of all the Spider-Man movies?
Oh, that's a tough.
That's a tough question.
Wait. You mean like? Oh, just the movies in general.
Yeah,
Number
just
two.
So you gave it a 10 out of 10, but you ranked it second.
What would you put ahead of it?
The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Really?
Oh,
That's
the
a hot
Spider-Man
take.
2?
I like that one, but a lot of people.
I know.
I love
I
the
don't know
Amazing
why.
Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, I don't know why people didn't like that
I
one.
love that one. Yeah.
People say like, oh, it was like
That's a really
too many
good one.
villains. It was
Yeah.
bloated. It didn't really have that many villains. It just had 2.
You want to talk about too many villains?
Yeah,
okay,
like, come on.
Spider-Man 3 had like 3
Exactly.
or 4
No,
villains.
That movie was
Like,
bloated, but I mean, come on. Amazing Spider-Man 2
okay,
was fun.
but the newest movie has like
All of
6
them?
Well, it comes
villains.
down to how you got to do it well if you're gonna have that many villains.
No, okay, and then like,
Yo,
and
have you
like,
seen any of those jokes about how the lizard was just completely useless in that movie?
Oh yeah. What did he do? But he stand in the corner and talk a little bit, right?
I saw one thing. They're like, the lizard isn't even really a villain. He's just a guy who turned himself into a lizard, really liked it, and wanted to do it to everyone else for free.
Like universal healthcare.
like Mark Zuckerberg, I think. Like, it's probably the same thing.
Exactly.
That's probably what he's based on. Just British version.
Yeah.
And he didn't steal somebody else's social media idea.
He's British and he's a lizard?
Yeah.
British
Zuckerberg?
lizard.
He's not British.
No.
He is
He's
a
just
lizard.
Yeah, he's a lizard person. Yeah.
But he's a lizard who's trying to dress like a human. I don't know, that one really gets me. Like this other guy saying being a lizard is like all that, and like like his tail gets cut off and it grows back, but he's like, no, I'm gonna keep this up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a billionaire and I'm just gonna rule these like bipeds.
I'm gonna call it the meta.
Yeah, they'd probably like him better. We'd probably like Zuck better if he was just like,
Zuck.
yeah, so I am a lizard. We're like, dude, that's sick.
Yeah, just
But have
come
you
out
seen-
with the truth.
And he's like, you guys think that's cool?
It's like, hey, dude, you came out in the time when everything's accepted. So like, yes, I like that you're a lizard. I love that actually.
I love the episode of South Park with him where he's just going around like, "What's your style?" And
What's
he
your
just- Like the entire episode, and you're like, what is he doing? And like he's like making his own like explosion sound effects the entire time.
Have you seen that video when Zuckerberg's talking about like Meta or Facebook or something like that? And he's like, yeah, I was a human. I mean, I am a human.
Like now, I am. I'm
It's like,
still.
wait,
human.
what happened? Like, wait. There was a time when you weren't,
Yeah.
like, or where you were.
Yeah.
Actually, now
Are
you're not.
Maybe he's the reverse of lizard. Maybe he was born a lizard, bred and changed to be human with an aerosol can, and then now.
Wait, is that what happened to Teenage Mutant Ninja
Aerosol
Turtles?
No, that was green goo.
Oh, green goo maybe.
The same
could have caused that.
Yeah, but even the crazy thing is, the same goo that created the Ninja Turtles also blinded Daredevil. So how?
Okay, but
How
that
is it-
goo, like that goo, maybe it just hit some really attractive turtles and it hit a really, like
Lizard?
talented
Ben Affleck
but ugly lizard. Like-
Oh, a lizard.
right. Okay, so like you just become like enhanced version. Like, oh, you're like those turtle guys. They are cute and they're fun. Like, they like pizza. But this Zuckerberg guy, you're like, man, he just wants everyone's money. Like that's all he's
Do you
ever
guys
talking
think
about.
that a turtle's digestive system can really handle that much pepperoni pizza?
I mean, I think
Well, they're
I think-
human size, so maybe.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. They're a much bigger turtle, so I think that there's a great chance. Like,
Yeah, but
what
the-
percentage of a turtle is its stomach? like
No,
already,
that
because that's
is the
just
question.
That's just
But-
enhanced. Like,
yeah, but also like, okay, but does their digestive system work the same as a human's? Because like, think about it this way: a dog's digestive system is different from a human's. Because equivalently, all right, hear me out. Weird facts here. One hot dog,
okay.
one little weenie dog, given to a wiener dog, or any other type of dog, if they were to eat the whole thing, is equivalent to a human being consuming 2 cheeseburgers in one setting.
Oh, that's easy though.
I know.
Yeah, that's no
but,
problem.
No,
Yeah.
no.
I
I know,
can smash
But
two
think about it.
cheeseburgers,
But okay, yes, I could do it too. I could do probably more. But what I'm saying is, it's not good for you. It's not good for you, right? The calories. The
What
fat,
type of burger? Where are we getting this burger from?
I don't know.
But
Where do you want it from?
Don't turtles just eat like grass?
That's okay. The point being, yes.
Okay.
They eat grass and
Okay.
seaweed and
But
water.
like, we don't know. We don't know.
Don't know.
We don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure we don't know.
Don't know what
Like what the crust is made out of for these turtles. It could be cauliflower.
crust. Oh,
Like it could be cauliflower
What?
crust, and that would be a lot healthier for
I
their
doubt
digestive
it.
system.
You saw how greasy it was?
Okay, it can be greasy. The toppings is what causes the grease, not the bread.
Okay. Yes. But
Cauliflower? That sucks. They're
That's
cool.
a common crust for pizza for
Dude,
people who
yeah.
can have.
Oh, like the
gluten.
keto pizza? It's disgusting, but
Yeah, but the Ninja Turtles are cool.
Also, yeah, that's fair.
So why
No,
would
you
they,
you totally destroyed my argument with that.
take
bit.
that liberal.
No, that was actually a really good point. They are cool, so it's real pizza.
oh, you're right. Okay. Well,
Okay, but let's be real. They got personified when that goo hit them.
Yeah, that's when they became like
so,
sentient.
So there are some things that changed that they don't just do like turtles anymore.
I guess
Oh,
you
yeah.
do walk on two.
Everything.
And you name,
And, like,
name me
sword fight.
Name me 12 Americans who don't eat like a crap ton of pizza. Don't actually name me
Why
12
12?
Americans. Because I just feel like that's a large
I feel like
enough number.
There's some people that eat exclusively pizza.
Okay, there was a time when that's all I ate. Actually,
I don't
like pretty much.
Powerhouse
It was a tough
pizza
time.
I ate.
Well, actually, it was a really great time if you were a Kansas City Royals fan. They
Oh,
were on
yeah.
the best win streak, and we get 50% off every time they won.
Yeah.
And so
Was that the year they won the series?
Yeah.
That was the year they won.
I hate that year. They beat my Jays on the way there.
Yeah, well,
We had the most home runs in like MLB history, and then the Royals beat us with small ball in 6 games. It was so frustrating.
Well, that's
That's how the Royals won,
That's
though.
exactly
I know that's how the Royals
Yeah.
won.
That's how they did it. Back then.
Congratulations, you got played.
Yeah, we did.
Hey, I got pizza.
Bautista,
so
baby.
I don't even care enough about baseball. I'll admit it, but I got pizza.
Oh, I didn't watch the games. I just kept looking at the scores. You know, if I was going to get free
yeah,
pizza.
and they play like 180 games or something.
162.
162. So we got. I mean, they won a lot of games that year.
It wasn't until they went to the
100
playoffs, though.
150% off pizzas. What?
It wasn't until they went to the playoff. Then.
Right, but it's 162 in the
Yeah.
regular season.
Yeah,
right?
with baseball, 162 games, and then like the last 3 weeks of the season are all that's really interesting.
Yeah.
And you could be out of playoff contention in the first month of the season. Like it's just crazy.
What do they do
What?
in Canada?
But you could,
Yeah,
but you
you
could
can
work
be like-
your way
because
back.
there's
You
so
could
many
work your way
games.
back though, right?
You could, but like you
It'd be
could
very
after the first
difficult.
month, you could be like 25 games back of first place, and like
Right.
mathematically it's possible, but like it's not gonna.
It'd be
happen.
hard. You
Yeah.
have to go on a huge winning streak.
No, what do? They have so what's a team in like Toronto? So let's say the Raptors.
Okay.
Not baseball. You know the Raptors.
Yeah, I know the Raptors.
Okay.
2019 world
Basketball,
champs.
basketball team for people who are
Lucky
Fred,
shot.
Fred Van Vliet,
Fred VanVleet, a Wichita boy.
Wichita man.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's say they win a ton of games. You go to your local, like I don't know, like wherever you guys eat.
Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons.
Like we have restaurants. In
Yeah, yeah. So you
is where it
get
is.
restaurants.
You get like
and
a
they're
lot of maple syrup.
Free
restaurants there.
maple
They get a lot of
syrup
donuts.
after-
They get free donuts. They get 50% off donuts at Tim Hortons every time.
Oh, so it's Tim Hortons.
No, you know what it normally is actually? I've been to a Raptors game if they get more than 100 points. It's a Canadian pizza chain. It's called Pizza Pizza, and it tastes like cardboard. So if the
Nice.
Raptors score more than 100 points,
Sounds
you get a
like
free
Little
pizza
Caesars
pizza.
to me.
That's
Yeah, it's
Domino's
worse.
of the North.
It's worse than Little Caesars, man.
Really?
Oh, yeah,
That's hard
way
to
worse.
do.
And Little Caesars isn't bad.
I like
I like
Caesars.
it. Hot
The
ready,
prices
$5,
went
let's go.
up though. No,
Did they?
right
Prices
now.
going up.
For the
Prices
first
going
time
up.
ever.
Thanks, Biden.
Exactly. He's the one who was like, oh, and all. Hey man, listen, you line up all those. Hey, listen, if you're lining up all those pizza sauces to the moon, okay, you're obviously not. You're gonna have to raise the price of pizza because the supply chain is killing you. Like
That's
you're
why
running out of marinara
To
sauce.
save the supply chain, we need to make a blockchain for pizza.
Yeah.
Exclusive crypto for pizza.
Right. We call it the Papa Coin.
Papa coin.
Papa's John.
Yo, that guy was crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you
The
mean
day of
mascot.
reckoning will come.
You mean awesome?
Yeah.
Crazy
so awesome.
freaking awesome. Gave me 50% off pizza for a year.
He said what no one else had the guts to say.
He always looks so wet, too. Yeah! He always looks like he just swam at the YMCA.
You know what it is? His forehead is as greasy as his greasiest pizza, 100% of the
Have
time.
you
That's where they
seen-
get the grease.
My favorite quote from that was, "They know nothing of the pizza experience." Like, what does that even mean?
Have you seen the one when Peyton Manning won the Super Bowl 50, right? And that was his last game of his NFL career, and he's hugging the Papa John's guy like at the end of and there's a picture of him, and he's like up next to him, and he's like, "Hey," or like the caption for the photo is like, "Hey, I did everything you want. Now let my family go." It's like I'm done with you. I'm done with you. Please.
One last job.
He won you the Super Bowl, Papa John.
Hey, actually, I meant to bring that up a little bit earlier, but I forgot because we were talking about Spider-Man and we totally digress. That's okay. China made a sun, so that's kind of cool. Kind of going Doc Ock on that one.
China what?
China made a sun. They made an artificial sun that is 7 times warmer than the real sun. And they plan to make it warmer, but their plan to use it is for unlimited energy. Very much like the idea that Dr. Otto Octavius had in the second Spider-Man movie.
What?
Yeah.
Can I see this?
What is it? What is it made of?
How did that not?
The sun. They went up and
They went up and
destroyed
No,
it.
they can't have it
It's not
7
a
times warmer.
hydrocollider.
It's land of the rising sun, dude.
China has
How can they
fired a
have that on
machine
Earth if
designed-
it's 7 times hotter than this?
That's what I was
That's
thinking.
what, yeah. China has fired a machine designed to make unlimited energy known as the artificial sun. It wants to make it even hotter than the real sun.
Wow, that sounds like a great way,
sounds awesome.
way to handle global
Yeah.
warming.
Yeah.
Let's make it hotter.
Yeah.
More than 10,000 Chinese and foreign scientific researchers have worked together to bring to life the artificial sun.
China's like, yeah. So energy is actually on the same system that Gandhi's on. If he goes too high, he just resets back to 0. so that's how we're gonna get it cooler down on this Earth.
Apparently, they're going to create no radioactive waste and only require a small amount of fuel.
Oh, I
to power
trust
this.
him. I trust him.
Yeah, I mean they've done great
I'll
things
take
for the
them at
world
their
so
word.
far, right?
Yeah.
China is basically like
No.
watching every like 80s and 90s dystopian movie and just
Right.
doing it.
Yeah, I have an idea.
I think I think what they're gonna do is they're like, this is for energy, and they like put it over one of their beaches. It's for energy.
Right.
Like people come up.
And then they destroy Taiwan or something
And
like
they move
that.
it in a little bit closer, and then everyone just burns.
Yeah.
And then
Energy.
And then Godzilla
Energy.
comes out of the water and like,
Dang,
wait
all
a
the-
minute.
They put all their minorities there. That's weird.
Oh goodness gracious.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, my thought is Peter Parker probably has a thing or two to say about that, but
Yeah, well, you just told me no one in the real world has. Well, you said no one has mediocre powers.
I did.
So does someone have Spider-Man's powers and morals?
No,
don't
and
know.
actually, I was gonna say something about this, guys. Bruce Wayne, he has no powers. His powers being rich. You have plenty of people who have the power, but don't take the
Right, but
responsibility.
those same people also happen
Look
to
at
be
you,
lizards.
Jeff Bezos.
Mic drop.
Those guys also happen to be lizards.
Yeah, and lizards are dope as fuck.
I do think that all the lizards will probably go to China to rest in that hot sun because they're cold-blooded animals, so they just have to lay out on the beach, and then they're a lot happier.
That's
there.
it.
I mean, like that's probably why he owns an island in the first place. Zuckerberg, he just probably wants to lay out on a rock and get warm.
Like Sammy
That's why
Watkins,
he's going
right?
to China.
Yeah.
That's why they're gonna go to China, probably.
I mean,
Zuckerberg is like an inhuman alien who just had humanity thoroughly explained to him, and he just tries to imitate it. Like, did you see that video about that metaverse thing we were talking about earlier? He just had that thing of Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce on his bookshelf.
Yeah,
It's
and
like,
he kept
it was
mixing
like
it.
sauce.
I
and
have
it's
to
like-
have this.
There's one where he's like grilling barbecue, like out with his friends, and he's
Yeah, I
talking.
saw
He's like,
that.
"Hey, can you pass me the Sweet Baby Ray's?" And he like turns around and is like, he just keeps mentioning Sweet Baby Ray's. It's like I don't.
Is
Okay.
this an ad?
Is this sponsored? Is this sponsored? by
People
Sweet
don't
Baby Ray's?
actually.
His software's
consume that,
glitching.
right?
It's like, and yeah, a week ago it was kind of covered up, but Zuckerberg bought Sweet Baby Ray's, so go buy some.
Oh, man.
It's liked amongst humans and lizards.
Patent pending on that. Oh man. Hey, I got a question though for you guys because we're talking about like superheroes and everything going on, and like we're talking about maybe mediocre people having powers or not having powers or anything. But I want to transition just a little bit to like a little hypothetical I came up with called thriving in the times.
Okay.
All right. So, the 4 times or areas of what we're going to talk about here is Game of Thrones, Mandalorian, The Witcher, and Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Okay.
Okay.
Not
So-
Pandora Avatar.
No, not Pandora Avatar. So you can pick either of those 4 scenarios, and I just want you to tell me how you would survive in that.
In Avatar: Last Airbender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How would I survive?
No, it doesn't have to be that way. It can be one of those 4.
There's Game of Thrones, Mandalorian, or I guess like it's Star Wars, but it's set during the same time Mandalorian. It's going to be like you'll be involved, right? And then The Witcher, which is a TV show on Netflix based on the video game, and then Avatar: The Last Airbender.
A video game which is based on the book.
Which is based on the book, yeah. Sorry.
So
no,
I would be an Avatar: Last Airbender.
Okay.
And I think I would sell cabbages. I think that I would probably sell them. Like I'd probably put up stands and not put them on carts. And I think I would totally thrive. I think that them being stationary and unable, like, also I don't really know how you follow up if someone were to destroy all your cabbages. Like, do you like file a lawsuit?
Probably
like,
say
I don't know how the government.
Yeah. Yeah. What would you say?
I would probably say. I don't know. Off the top of my head, I'd probably say. My cabbages.
Yeah, that's what I'd say.
Okay. Yeah, something like that. But then after that initial state of shock, I probably would. I'd probably write down what happened.
Would you file for bankruptcy?
No, I have other cabbage stands throughout all of the different empires.
Cabbage stand insurance.
Okay.
Yeah. And cabbage stand insurance. Yeah. Yeah. So I also maybe I would just hire an earthbender to like put up some walls around all my shacks. Oh, you know what? I'd be the first one to make a storefront. Like, there's some cabbages out front, but you go into the store, more cabbages.
Oh, so you have
they're within rock walls. So even if someone were to run into it, they would either have to be an earthbender, or they'd have to really hate my cabbages. Yeah. I think is what I would. So that's what I would do. If it was Mandalorian, I'd sell milk, blue milk.
Okay.
Blue milk, there you go.
Fantastic. Okay. Noah, what would you pick?
I'm kind of torn here between Game of Thrones and the Star Wars one. Game of Thrones would be cool because I just find medieval stuff really fascinating. Yeah. Like real life medieval stuff is really cool.
What would your life be like?
But that's exactly what I mean. Like I think
which house would you belong to?
Well, I think the houses and the knights, all that's really cool. And I mean, I think House Stark is kind of where it's at. I always like them. But here's the thing, like. If I was in Game of Thrones,
you're from the
exactly
north.
from the north.
You're built for that.
But here's the thing: if I was in Game of Thrones, I'd be a peasant, right? Because royalty.
Well, no, you don't have to be though.
I don't have to be. I get to choose my destiny.
How do you? Well, to a degree, you can't be king.
Well, okay, fine.
You can't be king, but you can be anything but.
Okay, then I'd probably go. Actually, you know what? I think I just want to be in Star Wars. Actually,
you could only be king. That would be a lot worse.
That would be a lot worse.
Everyone's coming for you.
Yeah, well, I mean, like 20 kings die in the show, so.
No, I think it'd be Game of Thrones because it's just a cool era, and just especially in the North with all the honor and just doing things for honor. It's just really cool.
So you do stuff for honor. You wouldn't be going around, you wouldn't be like the Hound going around killing people or the
right. No, I wouldn't be like that, but I'd be like. Yeah, I'd be like Ned Stark's right-hand guy before he got his head chopped off. That's kind of how I just settle up next to a lord and just hope for the best.
Spoiler.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
Could you, if you go back then to that world, that fantasy?
Yeah.
Could you become a writer?
And make it not absolute garbage.
Just the last couple episodes.
I read something really cool, like a really cool. I guess it was like an article or maybe a Twitter thread about that, where the reason Game of Thrones. I think we talked about this.
Yeah.
Yeah. The reason Game of Thrones ending is so bad is because George R.R. Martin's whole thing is like disproving Tolkien on fantasy.
Yeah.
Because if you read interviews with him, he's always like. Oh, J.R.R. Tolkien, Lord of the Rings, it's not real life. It's over-romantic. It's heroism. That's not how it is in the real world. So I'm going to write a story where people just die and no one's a hero. Everyone's not good or evil. But because he's like basically setting himself up as like trying to disprove Tolkien's view of what fantasy is, there's no way for the show to end in a satisfying way. Because the only way for that show to end and be satisfied is if Jon Snow becomes king. Yeah. Because he's a bastard who he turns out to be the heir to the throne. The show should end with him becoming king. But if he does that, he proves that he's wrong and Tolkien's right. So he can't do that. So there's no way for the show to end well.
He's so stupid.
So he has to have Daenerys have this disaster demise where she just.
Yeah, and brands king for some reason.
The thing that I really love about Daenerys' ending, and I don't really love it, is the fact that, for, what is it? There's 73 episodes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. For
72.
Or 73, I think. Because there's 73 episodes, and for 70 of them, she's like the best. Like, she's like really good person. But for 3 of them, she's got this like she just flips a switch to evil. Like we didn't set up enough backstory for her to have this.
And you know why?
It was just
Go ahead and tell them why.
73, you're right.
Because Tolkien didn't finish.
Because Tolkien. Because J.R.R. Martin.
Yeah, George R.
So
Martin.
George R. whatever, I don't care what his name is. J.J.R. Martin. He was like
who are we talking
trying
about?
to disprove Tolkien. So George R. R.
Yeah,
Martin.
that's what I said.
What, like, and how to write a good story?
Yeah.
So,
Dude, read any interview or watch any interview with Martin. He's just like ripping Tolkien for just not being realistic.
what?
So he just has like this really personal vendetta where it's like at least Tolkien finished his stuff and had a good ending.
It's like
and you can't even finish a book.
Guy lives through world wars, writes a book about fantasy. Guy lives through fantasy, writes a book about wars. Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
That's what
Sounds
I'm
like-
hearing.
Sounds like someone's upset that the Catholic writer could write like a damn near perfect story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
And he
Chad
can't do
Catholic
that.
writer who
It's
fought in
like-
a world war versus
yeah.
the fat atheist.
Right, yeah. Like, it looks like someone has a little bit of hope in their life. Anyways.
Well, the one thing I know, I saw an interview with George R. R. Martin once, and he was talking about how like America doesn't have its own mythology. Like that's why he wanted to like kind of write Game of Thrones. Also, that was another reason. And like
It's all British.
No, I know.
That's exactly what
why-
Tolkien said about Lord of the Rings, though. That's why that's funny. But like, how is Game of Thrones American?
No, I know, right? Like, well, I mean, you know, the writer.
They all have British accents.
I know they all have British accents, but the writer's from New Jersey, and he looks like he is a conductor on a train. So I mean, that's I think that's pretty American.
I'm pretty
but-
sure I went over the cast list one time, and I'm pretty sure the only American person in the cast, like consistently, is Peter Dinklage.
Yeah.
Everyone else
True.
is
Yeah.
British, Scottish, from somewhere in the UK, which is I think hilarious.
You can't like write a mythology
Yeah.
like retroactively like we do have our own mythology. It's that like Tornado Sam tore in the Grand Canyon or something. That's it, 'cause that's our mythology. That's it. We can't do anything else about it.
All right, so Gary, then what time would you choose to thrive in then?
Since I don't know any of the other ones, and I can only shit on Game of Thrones, just for the last the ending.
The last 3 episodes.
Yeah, because I watched those all the way through.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Do you need counseling?
No.
Okay.
I would think he would need less help than we would. We
Well,
watched
yeah,
everything
that's
up
True.
to that
Okay,
point.
that's true.
You guys watched the whole thing. I was just like,
Yeah.
oh, so it does.
You're like, oh, so this entire show is
Yeah, so
trash.
I'm not going to go back and
no,
watch it.
I saw a picture. It was like the most well illustrated horse ever, and then just like a 2-year-old at the last second, just like
It's pretty
retarded
accurate.
horse. No, what were the options again?
Game of Thrones, Mandalorian, The Witcher, Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah, so I know marginally enough about all of those except Star Wars, so I'm just gonna say Star Wars.
Okay.
And what would I do to survive?
Yeah, thriving in
Yeah.
the times. How would you like? Yeah.
I'd just be like this like Duke or Count or Baron that's really flippy, and I'd just be like, oh yeah, Republic's great. I love democracy too, dude. Oh yeah, Empire, sure. That sounds good. I mean, we need to be a little more rigid. Oh yeah, Empire wasn't too good. Yeah.
You actually sound like you'd be really successi'd
Oh yeah, no, that's exactly what I do.
Yeah.
I was born
No,
here.
that sounds like.
Just like in charge of my own.
Would you
moon.
have any like force ability?
No, I'd just be like rich as shit. Just kind of like be like kind of nice. I'd be like, have you seen 12 Years a Slave?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that Benedict Cumberbatch character?
Yes.
He's a slave owner, but he's really nice. That's kind of what I'd be like. I'd just be like this really nice slave owner, but like, oh, maybe, okay, yeah, slavery's not that good. And then Empire comes up and goes like, oh, fuck yes. Okay, sure, we'll do it again.
You'd be like, what do I think about slavery?
Yeah.
So everyone else is saying it's a good
Yeah.
thing. So.
What do I think about slavery? Like, who's in charge?
What percentage of population agrees with slavery? Okay, yeah, I am totally against it right now.
Yeah, right now. Nope, yep. And I just get real cozy up with whoever, and just try not to do anything that, be grounds for like making me a war criminal.
Yeah.
Like at any regime.
But you wouldn't like overpromise to anyone, right?
No, I
just
wouldn't, no.
agree.
Well, it'd just be like a vague, like, sure,
Yeah.
maybe.
Never want to upset anyone. Yeah, you
Yeah,
wouldn't
no,
want
I
I mean,
never-
that's a
and then,
yeah, that's a
You
bad
said you
place.
backed me up. I never said that.
I said that your idea was interesting, and I'll put some thought into it.
I said I'd think about it. Now I'm done thinking about it.
To be fair, that's probably the best way to survive in any of these universes. I'm not really familiar with Airbender, but I mean,
Yeah, I don't know.
like
I
just
think,
be very like kind of in the middle, but
very
like, okay, yeah.
honestly,
that's
the
Stark's
best way to
gonna die,
survive
okay.
in Avatar: The Last Airbender is just not be around Aang.
That's
That's probably the best way.
See, so what I was thinking is to survive, you should just be the next Avatar. But
Not necessarily.
but even then, it's
No, 'cause
so
people
that's
are gonna
why
wanna kill
with
you.
my Star Wars idea, I was going to be like, well, I'll just be Yoda, but then Yoda dies. So it's
yeah, after
After
living a
1,000
long
years, though.
life. I mean,
That
that's
actually would be a
okay.
bad character to
plus
be.
he doesn't really. Okay, you know what? Maybe I'm. No. I'm sticking with my original idea. Really.
But you could be your original
bipolar
idea, but
slave
Yoda's
owner.
species.
Yeah,
So
I
you could
could.
live with
That'd
super
be
rich.
rich.
time.
Yes.
That'd be
Yeah.
something.
And then I'm super rich.
But then Yoda might look down upon you because you're not really like
Oh, I
you're using. I
don't-
mean, you're just.
give a shit. Yoda? Fuck is Yoda?
You were almost Yoda, so
I'm
you're
rich.
like that's your own opinion. That
No, I changed my opinion. I'm done, and that's not my opinion anymore. I never said that.
oh shoot,
Okay.
you're right.
All right,
and I
yeah.
get decapitated
Yeah.
And then I live with my slaves.
by Anakin Skywalker.
Oh,
Thought he was a good guy.
Oh, that's a touchy
he
subject.
seemed kind of good.
I was Dooku in that universe.
Yeah.
You were Dooku.
Yeah, that's-
Oh yeah, that was me too. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
what were you?
What about you?
Yeah.
What about you?
What do you do?
What would
what-
you do, and what world would you be in?
It's a great question. Thank you for asking it.
All right,
You do kind of have to pick a Witcher because no one else
I
picked
know,
Witcher.
I know, right? But I know like virtually zero about The Witcher, so I'm not going to pick The Witcher. I'm really torn between the other three though, because it would be so cool to be in the Avatar and
You throw a
have.
Witcher in there, man.
Because I thought maybe someone would know more about The Witcher. I was trying to be
No?
all inclusive.
I think The Witcher, I haven't seen all of it, but I think that'd be the worst one because it's just like everyone just dies. It's
Yeah.
worse than Game of Thrones, and there's
Seems like
monsters.
there's a lot of sex though,
There is.
and Henry Cavill.
Yeah, Henry Cavill.
That one.
He's a man rocket.
I mean, it'd be cool to be a bender of some element.
Which element?
Oh.
You're not making any. You're like
Let
him
me-
right now.
Jen-
You're
let
like
me
him
get
in the
in
Star
the
Wars
Gary
universe.
Strat
Give me
over
a
here.
You're
second.
like, well, you're like I'm waterbender by birth, but I really don't want to offend anyone. So I'm whatever.
I'd probably be an
whatever.
earthbender.
Yeah,
I think that suits me better. I'm kind of stocky. I kind of brood around a lot, and then, but I don't want to be in the Avatar
You
world.
brood around.
Wait. I want to be an airbender, but I'm really short, and I live in a hole, and I eat a lot all day. And then eventually
you a
some
mole?
tall ass dude comes by with a beard and says, "Do you want to be the next Avatar or something or whatever?" I
You're
watch
mixing universes.
Yeah.
that's-
Yeah.
Yeah, you do that on purpose
Yeah. So the point of the pandering.
Why'd you pick The Witcher over Middle Earth?
because I had Game of Thrones.
They're not the same universe.
I know, but let me get to my point.
Okay.
Mandalorian would be really fun.
Yeah.
That'd be a good time.
What would
I
you
agree.
do?
I think I'd be a bounty hunter, and I would be in competition with Mandalorian, and I would always be like just shy of beating him. So I would have like a really big vendetta against him. Like, I don't like this dude. He keeps taking my, he gets the higher bets, and he's taking the stuff. I wanted the child. I wanted to deliver that child to the Empire.
But you're not. But how are you thriving though? Like, how are you?
Oh, my thriving is because I'm thriving
You're
off of
driven by-
the sheer will to beat the Mandalorian.
Well, why are you always like 7 steps behind him? Because I mean, like, I never saw you in the show.
Because I was 7 steps behind him.
I know, but it's just like
Maybe that's-
you're never gonna get the higher bid at that.
That's the point. The point is, I'm thriving to try and beat him. It's my.
Okay, so here's what I think's gotta happen. You're gonna have to lower your costs all the way down across the board. Okay.
No. I have. This is perfect. This is
Hey,
great.
why don't you guys tell me what you want me to do?
Because what we're seeing here is he thinks he's
is-
number 2.
This is the Mandalorian Shark
He
Tank.
thinks he's in contention with the Mando constantly,
Right.
but he's not. He sucks.
That's the
worst.
point I'm trying to get
Yeah,
at. Is
yeah.
that I'm thriving to beat the Mandalorian, and at the end of it, I finally catch up to him. He goes, "Who are you?"
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I'm just like,
That's
damn, man.
rough.
Damn, dude. I really wanted to. All right. Exactly. And I'm like all upset, and he just goes, whatever. He like goes
So-
off and does his own
So
thing.
you're a Mandalorian also,
No.
right?
I'm a bounty hunter.
Oh,
I'm not a
okay.
Mandalorian.
I was just gonna say like.
Not all Mandalorians are bounty hunters, but all bounty hunters.
I understand that. I was just gonna say like if you
Are
were. I was just gonna say like you could just brag that you never took your helmet off multiple times after stating that you weren't gonna do that.
Well, I think that's kind of a gay rule, anyways.
Yeah, that
Like,
rule is kind of gay.
Why would you be like, I'm never gonna take this helmet off, dude? Come on.
You gotta brush your teeth.
Yeah, you gotta eat.
Come on, a man's got to.
No, he can do it, just not in front of other people.
Yeah.
But that's the thing.
Yeah.
You're gonna break the rule.
I was so disappointed when he took his helmet off.
I was too.
It's like he's this absolute badass. He takes his helmet off. He looks like he got punched in the face a bunch
Just
of
like
times.
you got
when he was a kid.
smashed by a mountain.
Yeah,
did you have
and
Pedro
that
Pascal is
helmet
not a
on?
good looking dude.
I know, right? Yeah, that was very.
He looks
Okay,
like
but he's in Wonder Woman 84.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen that movie?
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, Wonder Woman 84, the second one?
I don't know.
Okay, that ending of that movie, did that not bother anyone else? Like, nobody was held accountable for anything.
Right.
Like all
Wonder
of the
Woman
villains, all of the villains
Sorry.
survived. Okay, all of them survived, and then they're just like, oh yeah, okay. Like what is that? Why did they all?
And Wonder Woman Loki was like raping that guy the whole movie.
Wait, which one? In the first one?
Yeah, because it
Pedro
wasn't his
Pascal
actual
character?
body. She just thought it was him, and it was some guy who was
yeah. Okay, Chris Pine. Okay, yeah, no, I get it now. But so Pedro Pascal's character is trying to destroy the world or whatever he's trying to do. I can't remember.
Control it.
He's doing it through the media basically. Like that's what this plan is, right?
He's granting wishes for people.
Yeah, great
And
wishes,
gaining
right?
power.
And then like
also getting sick.
Granting wishes.
okay, they just undo it.
Tooth Fairy.
They just like cancel it out. Like the world is still wrecked up, right? And then Pedro Pascal's just back at wherever he was at, like originally, like his house or whatever. And he just goes back and finds his son, right? And then no one comes, like no police come. They're
No
like,
one
hey, we
follows
just
up.
saw you on TV trying to like destroy everyone with these wishes, and also. The leopard girl or whatever, like
Cheetah.
Yeah, she got electrocuted in the water and she's okay. Like you know, what I mean? Like she's fine and she's not in jail either.
Cheetah.
Just
Hey, what
like
was
a
that?
real cheetah, man.
Yeah.
Why did they all get away with it though?
Well, let me tell you why.
They don't
Okay, yeah, tell me why. I would love to know why.
Because it sucks.
This is
Because
a bad movie.
because it's called poor writing.
Yeah. It's
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah.
bad.
Okay.
Yeah, Wonder Woman 2 is horrible.
Yeah.
What was up with that like outfit that with like the wings and it was like white and gold? Like that was like
It's
what
an
was
ultimate
that?
Amazonian masterpiece is what it
It
was.
was like more Victoria's Secret than anything, man.
It was like
I think it's kind of like a Deus Ex Machina, right?
It was like if
it was just like
Master
get me out of this
Chief-
situation.
unlocked like prestige level 1000.
Master Chief. Don't bring Master Chief into this. He's Wonder Woman will never amount to Master Chief.
Master Chief would beat her low diff. Let's go.
Master Chief be the best, man.
Gal Gadot is also like one of the worst actresses I've ever seen in my life. She's like she sounds like she's reading a script all the time in like a different language.
She's foreigner. I mean, she's a foreigner.
She's
so.
like, "Hello, Batman. How are you?" It's like just terrible. It's like, come on.
she reads like her stage directions. Hello, Batman. How are you? Winks.
No. You're supposed to wink.
Go wink.
Yeah, she was supposed to
Okay.
fall off the airplane like 30 miles ago, but she's still on it. What the hell is going on? Like, she was supposed to be dead in this Fast and Furious movie.
Did they bring the invisible jet in? Dude. Did
So,
she
in
get
the
it?
Fast and Furious movie?
No,
Where she
no.
dies falling off the
coming back.
airplane?
Wonder Woman 2, I think they
Oh.
did.
They did bring the visible jet.
Yeah.
That's so funny. She just gets in, you just hear all these sounds. She just sitting there with a stick. Just no visual effects. You just hear like takes off. And it's just her sitting.
Like,
Just
well,
her
no,
sitting.
that's such an awkward. Like, if you actually were to think about like people in cars, but you couldn't see the car, so everyone's just sitting there with their legs up and their arms out like this.
Yeah.
You can't see anything, and they're moving around like with their butt like in their legs in an L form, like they're just like riding around through the air, like just riding around like this, and that's all you can see because you can't see the jet.
Just like there's nothing.
Like, what is she doing?
No, it's her jet will be as visible as the pay gap.
So true.
Damn. Oh my gosh. Okay. I think that's going to segue us into our next topic here.
Hey.
We're going to play some BOGS.
Bye.
Bye.
we're all ready for this. So this is Noah's first time playing BOGS.
First ever.
We gave a little bit of a rundown on how the game goes, but of course he's an avid listener, as most of you are.
So true.
And he knows how the game goes. Wink, wink. All right, so let's go ahead and...
It's not coming up, so...
What's wrong with it?
I don't know, but it's okay. We'll just, we'll play it.
Okay, here it is. All right, BOGS, episode 5. Okay, first movie up,
Oh, jeez.
The Matrix.
The Matrix.
Okay.
The original.
Joel, you want to go first?
You want me to go on the date?
Yeah.
I'm going to guess, like, June 15th, 1990... No. I think it's 99. 1999.
I'm going to go August of 1999.
Oh, he's confident. He kind of waited.
Oh.
He's like, I want to tee you up so I can knock you down.
But what
know.
day?
I don't... fucking the 15th.
All right. Noah, what's your guess on that one?
I'm pretty sure it's 1999. I'm going to go between you guys. I'm going to go July 20th, 1999.
Oh, God.
All right, here we go. The answer from The Matrix came out in March 31st,
Oh!
1999.
Dang it! I knew it was a 99.
And that one goes to Joel, as he had guessed it earlier.
No,
All right,
Joel's
how much
gonna
do you
win.
think?
Starting off really well,
Going
Joel.
out strong here. All right, the budget for The Matrix, 1999.
That's hard because it was a long time ago. So
Yeah, and like, this was only like the Wachowskis' second movie or something,
Yeah.
right?
Think about the
something like
cast,
that.
too. Pretty big names.
Yeah.
Pretty big names.
Well, was Keanu Reeves big at this point?
Yeah, Speed had already been out.
He was growing.
Okay.
He was getting
And
there.
Speed is like the best movie ever made.
And Lawrence Fishburne's been big forever, right?
Speed's
Yeah.
so badass.
Okay, Speed's like 3 movies though. Like you get like the beginning part when he's like, you
I'm a
know,
cop.
when he's like going in, there's people stuck in the elevator, right? And then
Oh, yeah, that's right.
and then they're on the bus for like half the movie, and then at the end they're on a train. It's like this like what
Shoot the hostage. He shoots him in the head instead.
No, he holds his head up to the sign and he just gets decapitated by it.
That's right.
Yeah.
I love that.
Anyways, a budget for this movie, I'm gonna guess 25 million. That's my guess.
Okay.
30 million.
I guess I'm going low. But
No, wait, no.
I'm assuming
no.
I'm going low.
I'm going to go 18 million.
18 million. All right. Noah?
Some decently big names and some pretty good special effects for the time too, right? I'm gonna go a little higher. I'm gonna go like 35 million.
Okay. The answer for The Matrix, 1999, budget. 63
Oh,
million. No one got to win.
See, I thought I was maybe going low, but like, why is it that the special effects in the first one are way better than the second one?
I don't know.
Like-
I haven't seen the second one. I've only seen the first
okay.
one.
So the second and third movie is actually like, I think they kind of did. They took a book from Peter Jackson. I think they filmed them together, and it's really because I'm not going to say that. They well, you know what? It's fine because they're done this. The second and the third came out in the exact same year. They came out like 6 months apart.
Oh,
And
okay.
so and the way it's filmed and the way like it like the story goes, it very much is like a continuation. So
they just gave up on the special effects?
but I also think they probably, I don't know what the budgets were, but they may have an equal budget, but they did more with it, you know. And I don't think as much should go into special effects. Sorry.
Okay,
Moving
anyways,
on.
yeah.
Okay. Opening weekend. What do you think?
Okay, I thought this was a pretty popular movie when it came out. Well received. I'm gonna guess 25 million is my guess.
Okay.
That's what I guessed for its budget, but
It's true. All right. Gary.
18 million.
Okay. And Noah.
I was gonna say 18. I guess I still could, but I don't want to say the same thing as you. I'll say 20.
20. Okay. Here we go. Opening weekend. 27,000.
Oh wow.
Almost. I'm sorry, million. I almost was going to say the full number, and I decided I didn't want to.
Joel
so
wins.
27 million. What'd you say, Joel?
I said 25.
Okay, very good.
Shoot, dude. I'm going to...
27 million. Here we go.
So
Gross
frustrating.
domestic. What are we thinking here, boys?
gross domestic.
God fucking damn it.
27 is pretty good opening weekend for 99, right? I mean,
Yeah. I
would
that's
say.
like pretty high, I bet.
That's pretty good.
I'm gonna guess 360 million.
360 million.
Ooh,
That's my guess.
okay, shit. 500 million.
I think you should go lower.
500 million.
Okay.
Oh, man,
Okay,
he's committed. All right, Noah.
250 mil.
250 million. Gross domestic came out to be
Fuck.
Oh,
171 million.
That's still good though. Especially for the
171
99.
million.
That's a
God.
Noah.
Noah.
God damn it.
Gary just needs a win here. Okay, worldwide.
Yep.
Worldwide
Please
gross.
don't let me go first.
Okay, I'm gonna actually go with my previous answer with 360 million.
I'm gonna go with 500 million.
Gary, no, please.
Gary, take this one
Please,
out.
Gary.
300 million.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
I'll go 310 million.
All right. Idiots. 460.
You
should have kept your 500 mil.
Fuck you!
I should have got. I really. My bad. Gary.
You know how
I'm
popular
giving
that
Gary
shit
that
is
one.
in Brazil?
I talked him out. I talked him out of it. I'm giving that to Gary.
Okay, everyone has the point on the board. Next movie here.
Fuck you.
Oh.
Scarface.
Oh, shit.
I know very little about this movie.
Me too.
Oh,
It's
I know when it came out. Come on.
It's the guy from Streetcar Named Desire.
And Godfather.
Oh, that's Godfather.
I'm gonna say.
It's all that guy from that Adam Sandler movie.
Adam
Jill.
Imagine that's where you get Al Pacino from.
I'm gonna say like August 10th of like 1978.
Yeah, I'm
my
gonna say
guess.
August 11th of 98.
Oh my god. Wait, he's
No,
98.
He said 78.
He's a 78. You do 88.
Oh yeah, 78.
You're
Yeah.
doing one day ahead of me? Okay.
And you're doing.
I'm going to go August 10th of 1980.
Oh, nice.
He's actually guessing.
Scarface.
1983.
1983.
That's later than I thought it was.
December.
Dang,
Still
but
your
you still,
point,
you still
Noah.
get
Still
it.
my point. Let's
Oh
go.
man, all right.
Get it, dude.
Budget. What do you think?
Well, so you have to take into account big names, obviously big movie, big,
But it was in the early 80s.
right? But hear me out. They had a lot of cocaine.
They had a lot.
Yeah,
They did have a lot of
so much
cocaine in that
cocaine.
movie.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I'm
They
thinking
planted
that.
their own cocaine field just for the movie.
Coca, they had their own coca field. I'm
Yeah.
gonna say like 20. Oh shoot! I'm gonna go lower.
Yeah, I'm gonna go higher. I'm gonna go 50 million.
Okay.
I'm gonna go 20.
20?
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's confident.
I'll go 35 mil.
35,
Did that
500.
sound confident to you?
No, not at all.
Oh,
37.
Let's go.
My
You went right.
God.
You split it right center.
Yeah, there you go.
Man.
I guess
no.
back then they didn't have like huge special effects budgets the way we do now.
It's
Right,
true.
but it was all spent on cocaine.
Yeah.
And I'm not even talking about the props cocaine.
It
Like,
was-
they
it
probably
was
just
on the
actually
craft
had
table.
cocaine.
Yeah, it was the 80s, man. I mean, people were doing that in offices back then.
Oh yeah, there was no script at that point.
Oh, yeah.
Al Pacino was going. They were like, ow,
Al Pacino was just on his break, and they're like, film, keep filming, keep filming.
Opening weekend, guys. What do you think?
Well, I mean, I don't even know how this movie was received. To
I
be
bet
honest.
this. I bet people.
It was
didn't like
received
this.
really well, but I don't know how
Really?
much
But like,
money
what
it
does that
made.
mean? Yeah, for the time.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Because some of those movies back then would be like classics, but like not do well in theaters,
Right,
you know?
right.
Like,
Well, but also like they would have like a really long theatrical run. Also, right? Because
Yeah.
you wouldn't be
Longer.
able. You couldn't just watch them whenever you wanted to.
Yeah.
right, yeah.
Because
And back then, it wasn't like they didn't go to, DVD.
like
I mean,
Blockbuster
VHS,
was
but-
probably started sometime around.
Yeah,
then,
exactly.
like,
So, like,
in the 80s.
the whole,
or
like,
something,
home video
like,
thing
Yeah,
wasn't-
it wasn't a thing.
wasn't as popular.
So I'm gonna guess 32 million.
Okay.
That's my guess.
Okay.
I'm gonna say like 15.
Okay.
I'll say like 18.
18. There we go. Opening weekend. Scarface, 1983.
Four. Gary.
4 billion. 4 to 5 there.
Yikes.
All right.
Unlimited power.
Gross domestic.
It was gross.
Ew, gross.
Ew, gross. No wonder they released it during Christmas. The cocaine.
Is Scarface a Christmas movie?
Yeah, it was snowing all throughout the movie. They actually gave you little packets of cocaine in the theater when you went to go see
Oh, I
it.
remember back when I went.
It was like 3D glasses.
Yeah, they definitely added some special effects to the movie for sure.
The film starts like, please snort your cocaine.
It's all inside your nose. Yeah, I don't know. Does anyone else
Like,
wanna go
please be
first?
sure you snort your cocaine before giving cocaine to your kids.
Gross domestic.
Bruh.
I'm gonna say 60 million.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, that's what I was gonna say. Well, 50 million.
I'm going to say like 80 million.
80. Gross domestic.
I bet Noah gets it.
Oh,
45.
Oh, nice.
Never mind.
job,
There you
Gary.
got it. $45 million gross domestic. All right. Worldwide gross. What are we thinking?
100 million.
Big number. Big number.
I'm not sure that did well. I don't know. Was the rest of the world doing cocaine then in the 80s, in the early
That
80s?
Colombia dude was doing
they were
good
getting
game.
it from Colombia.
Dice hola a mi amigo pequeño.
This movie made $1 trillion in Colombia.
Dude, wait, you want to guess first?
Sure. Yeah, I'll say 67 mil.
I'm gonna say, because I haven't guessed,
In the middle.
I'm gonna say 120.
Oh, Joel, what was your? Just
100.
Just straight at 100.
Yeah.
All right. Worldwide. 65.
No.
Almost 66.
Oh my God, Joel, this must be killing you.
Yeah, Joel,
I know, I'm
hate
so
your life
upset.
right now.
I'm glad that you're upset for me, Gary. I need that extra upsetness.
I'm so pissed.
If this is your first episode tuning in, Joel has been undefeated so far in BOGS. He's gone 4 straight, but we might have a contender today.
I'm not gonna get invited back.
I know, right? Joel's like, I refuse to have Noah on.
This is really funny.
Iron Man, our next film.
This is.
I don't think I've ever
this is
seen that.
good. I'm gonna
Oh
say
my gosh.
May,
I need you to leave.
May
Oh, this
8th,
one sucked.
May 8th of 2008. That's my guess.
That is oddly specific.
Tony Stark built this in a cave.
With rocks!
Yeah, 2008. Let's say Christmas. Let's go like December 9th of 2008.
I'm gonna
That
go
was
like
Scarface.
July 20. What'd you say? 20.
May 8th.
Oh, you saying? Okay, I'm
Shoot,
saying
this
July
totally seems like a
22nd.
summer flick.
Yeah, it does.
And you say
July
what?
22nd, 2008.
Sticking with it.
April 2nd,
April.
2008.
It's my sister's birthday.
Oh, wow.
Hey, happy birthday.
Damn.
All right.
Wow.
You guys.
Before they
I was
changed.
pretty sure it wasn't
Rhodey.
December, like because the Incredible Hulk came out 2008 also. Right?
Was Iron
It
Man before
after.
Hulk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Same year.
Huh. I always thought Hulk was first.
Shit.
I know. I always did too, but I think it's because it's so
People
unrelated
often
to the
did.
universe.
I don't know why. Yeah. Budget. What are we thinking?
It's got to be high.
Just because of
they
Robert
had-
Downey Jr.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 150
Oh,
million.
and what? And Jeff Bridges.
Oh, sorry, and Jeff Bridges.
And the
Oh.
old roadie,
And, yeah,
And don't forget about
Terrence Howard.
yeah.
Empire.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Who?
Goop.
Budget.
Oh, I'll go. Joel, don't worry. I will go first.
I already said
200
mine.
million. Oh, what'd you say?
I said 150.
Okay, I'll say 200 million.
I'll say like 180.
Budget. 2008. Iron Man.
200 easy.
Oh,
140.
Dang,
Joel
Joel.
was almost on the nose. All right. Oh, I forgot to do this before we started this round. Current score is Noah with 5, Joel now with 4, Gary with 3. All right, here we go. Oh, wait. I almost clicked on to the next one. Opening weekend, guys. What do you think? Anytime.
40 million.
Don't worry. I'll go first. So this came out in April. So I pick up my kids from school. The day before I say, we're going to go see Iron Man. And then we don't. April Fools. Idiots. I'm going to say 80 million.
Okay. Thank you for finally answering. Noah.
I'm gonna say like 50 million. I'm gonna lowball it because this was the first one,
Opening weekend.
so it was before all the hype.
Iron Man. 2008. Opening weekend.
Yo!
Oh, wow.
Million.
Yeah, but it was still Robert Downey Jr. But it was Robert
That's
Downey Jr.
true.
coming back from like
Like rehab.
Yeah.
rehab and stuff. Like I wasn't sure if people were like big on him at the time, but I think probably they were.
Yeah,
Wow, that's a huge opening weekend.
Yeah. Look where they are now. All right, gross domestic.
$368 million.
Okay.
That's my guess. I'm gonna be very odd with it.
I'm guessing the Middle East didn't like this one very much.
Do they have a lot of theaters?
Yeah, so discounting those $3, I'm gonna go. What'd you guess, Joe?
I said 368 million.
Oh, dang, I was gonna
This is
say
gross
that.
right now.
I'm gonna say 450.
Domestic, I mean.
Gross.
It's domestic. Those domestic, I mean. It's not even international.
Oh my
here.
gosh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go 450,000. 450,000.
Okay.
Million?
Final million.
Okay, I was going to let it go, but...
I mean, if you went low ball,
I know.
I guess I
That's
did.
really low.
I mean, it's significantly less than their opening weekend.
Yeah,
so you are right. They at least made $450,000.
I'll go with 500 million.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to
Gross
do.
domestic.
So they pussied out.
Oh,
319 million. Joel, what was your guess again?
368 million.
Mm-hmm.
Joel.
That's for you.
The lady in the quarter zip has it. The man in the quarter zip.
Oh, thanks.
But worldwide, here we go. Actually, I want to go ahead and point this out. Noah and Joel are tied. So
at
this
5.
this will be the
Oh,
deciding
and if
factor.
Gary gets this point, he'll have 5.
Yeah, so this could be a draw.
Whoa.
600,000.
Okay?
Million.
Million.
He
yes.
meant million. I knew what he meant this time.
600,000.
Million.
Million.
Say
Million.
800 million.
800 million. Noah, for the win.
Yeah, because I guess it'd be China, Canada, Europe. I'll go 600 million.
Gary also went 600
Oh,
million.
he did? I'll go
Real tiebreaker there.
I'll go 650 million.
650 million. Worldwide, for the win.
580.
Oh,
Was that
let's
Gary?
go.
That's a three-way
It's a
tiebreaker.
draw.
baby. Woo!
For the first time in BOGS history, we have a tie. And no, I didn't have a tiebreaker because, well, this has never happened.
This has never happened before.
We can play rock, paper, scissors.
I know, right?
Oh, no, I'm not leaving that to chance.
Well, that is it, guys. Thanks for joining us for another episode of BOGS.
Bugs.
BOGS. That was a good one. That was fun.
That was fun.
No, you did great.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
you did amazing. That was a great job.
Yeah.
I thought I did really good too.
I think
Gary,
you did,
I
man.
thought you did
Gary, you
amazing.
did fantastic.
Gary, you did the best.
And you came back to tie it.
Yeah,
you
that
were
was
like
incredible.
3.
You did
Stormed right back.
absolutely the best this time.
I really needed those compliments.
So does that mean we all tied for third place?
Or we all tied for first. It just depends on how you look at it.
You're all
I
losers
guess-
in my
I guess
eyes.
so. Yeah,
Yeah, we all lost
So
and
Micah
won.
won because he trumped us.
Yeah, you guys
right?
all.
Because I had
yeah.
the answers beforehand.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
but you're the one that you did such difficult questions that you knew would be so diverse that we would all get 5 points.
Then you have, like, on
Yeah.
the spectrum, you guys would probably figure
exactly.
it out.
Yeah, exactly. So you got us.
Yeah.
You won that one.
Yeah.
Micah's the winner.
I am
of
the
his first
mastermind
box.
behind
The game master wins.
Yes. Oh,
Gay master,
sweet
I agree.
victory. Sweet.
Super gay.
That's my dirty little secret. Okay, before we wrap up this episode today, I did want to talk about another great show that came out. Well, I say great, we don't really know yet. It's still in the first couple episodes. But has anyone here seen the Book of Boba Fett?
I haven't. I've been waiting to watch it with some people.
Oh, man.
I started
What
watching it.
losers. Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet either.
Sometimes it's so hard to...
Do you know why I haven't seen it?
Why?
Because, okay, I want to watch it not by myself, but my wife, she has watched 1, 2, Clone Wars 3. Now she's on Rebels. She hasn't even seen 4, 5, and 6, but she wants to watch them all in a row, but she's not done Rebels yet because it's taking her forever.
So she doesn't even know... like... How
She doesn't know. She
It's
doesn't
like-
even know.
On one hand, it's super cool because I'm married to a person who's actually watching the shows.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
But on the
literally-
other hand, it's like, how
she's
are you?
watching
Just
them
hurry
way
up.
late. Like, yeah.
Now, are you watching them with her, or is she kind of doing it on her own? How...
She kind of watches them at her own pace.
Okay.
I've
Now,
seen
did
it all
Did
already.
you introduce this to her? Is she doing it for her own accord?
She actually, even before we started dating, so that's why it's like we've been together like 2 years. You got to hurry this up.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Time is
I want to watch
ticking.
Boba Fett, and I don't
Yeah.
have my family because they're in Canada. And
Yeah.
come on, I got to watch with somebody.
Your
I don't
life
watch it by
is so
myself.
hard, Noah.
So have you not
that's true.
seen The Mandalorian then?
I have because it was
Yeah.
before I moved down here.
Okay.
I'd watch it with like my parents.
Nice, okay,
That makes
nice,
perfect
nice,
sense.
yeah.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, geez Louise. I've seen it.
Is it good?
Yeah, what do you think so far?
Well, I really like it. I liked it a lot.
I've seen
It's
mixed things about it.
Yeah,
on,
it's been very,
TikTok.
it's kind of slow. We're still figuring things out, but it's really good. I think we're learning a lot more also about Boba Fett and where he, how he got out of the Sarlacc pit, and it's kind of his story after that, and how he came to work. I'm hoping it's going to end at some point, seeing how he, kind of got to meet the Mandalorian and how their adventure went on from there. But it's doing this little split view thing where like half of it will be in what I guess you can call the present, his present,
Right.
right? And then he's he's taking over the Mos Eisley's area after Jabba the Hutt's dead. He's become like the new kingpin, or whatever.
That must be nice for him. He comes out there and he's like, "Oh, that dude I was working for is gone."
That's like what people say. They're like, the guy who you used to employ you now you've taken over. And then on the other side, they're going flashbacks with him after he got the Starlight Pit and him being found by Tusken Raiders and being a captive and kind of evolving from there.
What a life that dude's had, though.
It's pretty crazy. Yeah.
I mean, being a kid watching his dad's head get cut
they
off.
did some pretty cool flashbacks to
rough.
Camino, which I liked. I appreciated that. That's pretty neat. But yeah, it's got a lot of potential. I'm very excited to see where it's going to go.
Yeah,
see
I'll have to watch it before the next episode.
Little rumors that Han Solo might make an appearance at some point.
Well, that'd be cool.
We don't know.
Oh.
We'll see.
Wait a minute.
That'd be pretty cool.
What is the young guy who played him in
Gonna,
Solo?
well,
Or
from
Indiana
what
Jones.
I've read, it's going to be Harrison Ford. Who's
Are
coming
they going
back.
to CG him or something? Because he's young during this time,
Yeah. I mean, they would probably have to do some
right?
deepfake
Because
on it.
his present, Boba Fett's present, is not that much further.
His
ahead.
present is right after or during the events of Episode 3, kind of. Or sorry, not Episode 3, Episode 6, and kind of what happened. What the story.
So
was
Han
happening.
Solo's still young. So
Yeah, he very well would still be young. So I don't know.
Yeah, because it's before Mandalorian too, and isn't that only 5 years after episode 6?
pretty much.
So.
Yeah, so
okay, so they're gonna do what they did with Luke Skywalker. Probably.
Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
Pretty excited.
We'll see.
Anyways, guys, hey, thanks for joining us this episode of DisasterMinds Podcast. A little bit of everything there. So we'll see you next time. Be sure to like and subscribe for us. Bye.
Bye.